Alright guys, I've got some new news to bring to you today, and we're going to go through a search, and I'm going to show you some pretty major changes that Google has made in the search results and how it's presenting businesses and the search results to the consumers. So we're going to do a search for personal injury attorney, and let's do Louisville. And we'll just keep it local. Alright, so in the last video I showed you that the top search results were going to be ads as well as along the side. Okay, what used to show up here, actually this map used to show up in this area, and in this area we had 7 different business listings. That has changed dramatically. And the map has moved over, and there are now only 3 places showing in the Google Maps local area for attorneys. Okay, I'm doing Louisville right now just to show you guys. You'll notice that the website is still here, and if you click on directions, it'll take you to the map and get person directions to that location. To see more options for local business attorneys, you have to click more personal injury attorney. So when you do that, it opens up what used to be in the 7-pack is now in this web results down the side here. The map is much larger. You have website and you have directions. There used to also be a Google Plus page connected to this information for each business. The review stars are still showing up, which even though this person has the #1 spot, this guy's going to get more click-throughs, or Isaacs and Isaacs down here, because of the fact that their reviews are showing up much better than necessarily this only has 1 review. So people are going to see this and see them as people who are doing more business with. As you scroll down, there's more and more options that show up. And you get more and more choices, and it just keeps going until you go to the 2nd page. Alright, and when we do that, it just brings up even more options, and those get spread out across the map. Now, what I want to show you is when you click on one of these local businesses, their information will show up here. He's got 1 photo. There doesn't appear to be any reviews. No reviews here. The website link and directions. I'm going to close out of that. In fact, I'm going to go to the bottom of this and go back to page 1, where this first 3 search results are on the map that we initially showed. I'm going to look at Gladstein Law. Alright, and this is probably your #1 competitor, guys. Between them and Isaacs and Isaacs. These guys are definitely players, but as far as actual clients that people are getting, these 2 guys are hitting the mark. Let's click on that, open up his information, and you'll see a difference between the one that I just showed you and this one. We have website, directions, but now we have all the reviews from the Google Plus page and a place right here where people can click on to actually write a review. And they actually have some pretty decent reviews. If you want to see the rest of them, you click on more reviews, and it opens it up in a window all by itself. When you did that in the past, and I'm going to X out of that, when you did that in the past, you would actually be taken to the Google Plus page. That no longer happens. It just takes you to the reviews portion of the Google Plus page. It has eliminated all the other information, the videos, all in one grasp. It's just showing consumers the reviews. So reviews are going to be huge in this. So let's go back and look. We have these 3 positions that we absolutely want to be in. These 3 guys right now for that particular personal injury attorney Louisville are dominating. We can change 1 word in the search term, and it is very potentially going to show us different people in that. Gladstein and Aguirre are still there, but John Burns is actually at the top now. But out of the 3, Gladstein pops out because of the reviews. Alright, if we search car accident, and we'll leave lawyer. Again, we have 3. We got Isaacs and Aguirre. Alright, Schuler is also a player. They show up a lot. They don't have any reviews, I don't believe. But this is going to be the same. Now, it also makes this that much more important because people are not used to seeing just 3 in here. So this is a little confusing to them right now. And I'm going to give you a little personal insight on something that I know that's going on and possibly forecast into the future here as to what could potentially be happening in the future. Watch my search bar up here. Google is actually testing in the local areas for local search paid advertising that looks like but is not. Again, that it looks like but it is not the map locations. They are actually sponsored or paid for ads, and here's what that looks like. If I type in plumbers in San Francisco, which is where it's being tested right now. This is in what they call a beta test or just a temporary test. This is San Francisco is the only city that Google is doing this in right now. What appears to be what we were just looking at, the map, is not. These are, if you look here, sponsored. These are paid for ads. Yet they still have reviews showing from their Google properties. But when I click on one, or if I actually click on more plumbers to view or contact, it opens up even more paid for ads. Alright. Over to the right, it says send requests to 1 to 3 plumbers. Alright. Now I know you're not a plumber, but think of this in terms of lawyers or attorneys. If this goes, worldwide, if they roll this out all together to be the same. If I pick this one, it shows up over here, and all of a sudden a form drops down asking for email, name, type of plumbing job, time frame, describe the problem, where the location is, a phone number, and the option to send. Okay, so Google's giving 3 people to choose from out of these. They're collecting leads right here. And these 3 people, when you hit send, will get sent this information, and it's telling you now that expect shortly responses shortly after you send the form. So these people will be responding to whoever fills this in and pushes that send button. So it looks like the Google map, but is not. These are paid, and I'm going to go back a page. Excuse me. These are paid for advertisements, and I think that Google is probably setting the consumer users up to get used to this look by having that local map look like that, which is something they're comfortable with and they're used to seeing. And so when we talk, I'll get into more of the importance on how we become one of these 3 people. Used to, we only had to become one of those 7 people, and hopefully at the top 3. They can still open this up and get more people to choose from. Now this is the ads again. Let's get out of that and go back to a local search for you so you can see the map. Auto accident attorney Louisville. Or Louisville, and hit search, and hit search. Wow. And hit search. Nothing happening. Let's refresh it and hit search. There we go. Alright, so again, paid for it ads, and I think that Google is actually trying to, since they're taking away some of the spots here, forcing people, if they want to be seen, into some of these paid for advertising here. Eventually maybe the whole thing will become paid for, and the place if you don't want to actually invest into advertising with Google. You'll have to show up here in this lower section in the what they call the organic search, which is still a great place to be because people may not have as many choices there, and they may scroll down looking for other attorneys in there. And I'm sorry about this blue stuff. This is just software that I use with my SEO to find out data on each one of these different listings, which works to your advantage. But I'm going to sign out of here for now and get this sent off to you so you can check it out, and then we'll talk about it next time we speak. Talk to you soon.